Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Julyo. Welcome to the 10 Years Podcast. In this episode, we are going to go back down the memory lane. In particular, some of you have asked me to comment on old photos of me in New York. And this is in reference to a very long time ago, 2006, 2007, when I was a guest at a friend's house in the Lower East Side. In particular, these two photos are actually taken in a period slightly after my staying at Keith Patchel, the Submarine, the Ludlow Submarine, named after Ludlow Street, which is a lovely street in the Lower East Side where shops like Earth Matters and Moby's Tea Shop used to be. I think Moby's Tea Shop is still there, Arlene's Groceries, pianos, and some incredible venues, Libation, where I DJ'd actually in 2006 as part of the New York Independent Film Festival. Now, in these photos, which I don't even remember who took these photos, I'm playing instruments, obviously. I was with a guitar or with a bass most of the time. I was really busy playing with bands and being just part of the scene. In particular, these are part of sessions after my stay in Ludlow Submarine at Keith's Patchel, and again, peace to you because Keith passed away a couple of years ago, and I have very good memories of working together on albums like Airports, and we did also Airports 2. We used to have a duo called Karmatic and played at Monkey Town and Galapagos in Brooklyn. And for some of you that were around at the time, which was the early 2000s, Monkey Town and Galapagos were the places to be if you were into contemporary art, like video installations, sound installations. I remember Monkey Town had these amazing 360-degree projection walls, and we performed there a few times and brought this interesting duo that was playing experimental ambient music with two electric guitars. We had at the time. Later on, this became a trend with drone music or drone live music. Anyway, coming back to the photos, the first photo, which is a very young version of me, is this one. And as you can see, I'm wearing a Martin t-shirt. There's a lot of details in this photo, and each one of those has a story. So the Martin t-shirt actually is from my time at Berklee College, which was, in particular for this photo, the t-shirt comes probably from 2001. At the time, I recorded an album called Conversations. Conversations got the attention of CF Martin Guitars, and I love Martin guitars, and they decided to give me a level 1, which is the most basic form of sponsorship, and basically sent me a bunch of Sigma guitars, give me great discounts, give me also strings, and the t-shirt was part of the package. I spoke with the artist relations, I don't remember the name of the person at the time, and they said, wear this t-shirt if you want to endorse Martin guitars. So this t-shirt, by the time this photo was taken, was at least 4 or 5 years old, and I obviously lost it. Then the other detail in this photo are the shoes. These are, I believe, the Adidas Tron shoes or the Nike Tron shoes, and I'll share a photo, a detail right here. The Tron shoes were obviously a tribute of Nike to the first Tron movie. And as you can see from here, this has been used and abused for a while. In fact, I was wearing these very shoes in Tokyo, and I remember they were at least one size smaller than my regular size. But I just love the look, and a friend of mine, Lars Gerhard, an extremely talented photographer and also actor, has been in a few really good productions. He used to call me Tron after his shoes. The other particular in this photo is obviously the guitar. This guitar used to belong to Michael Maccini, and Michael had a song on one of the Wes Craven movies, the Scream 2 or Scream 3, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But he met and he collaborated with a lot of 80s artists, a lot of big names. And we used to have a band together, which was initially this project called the Sumerians. And this photo is actually took at Planet Rock. And Planet Rock was Michael's gaff, as they say here in Ireland, or Michael's flat in Park Slope. Great location. I had amazing times and met some crazy people. And I recorded actually the Bagel Vampire and part of Ethno Funk, which were my first solo records, at least professionally recorded. I cut the guitar and bass parts actually at Michael's place. Michael is now somewhere in New York. I spoke with him a couple of months ago. We keep in touch. And yeah, this guitar is a Martin D something, I can't remember. I love the sound of this guitar. A beautiful instrument for singer-songwriters. I also remember that we went and auditioned for a music lawyer or a lawyer that used to have an office in Madison Avenue, and Michael brought me with him to play, I think it was The Flow or The Lovers, one of the Sumerian songs that I co-written the music with him. And we just did this audition and we literally just alienated everybody. But the music was great, absolutely great. I'm still looking actually for the original video of The Lovers. So if any of you, by looking online and checking for The Sumerians, The Lovers, can find the video, please send it over. I have only Consciousness Parade and I think we did a video for, but I'm not 100% sure for The Flow, which is another song with Michael. But now let's move to photo number 2. This photo, again, I believe is in Planet Rock place. I'm not 100% sure because in the previous photo I can recognize the couch, red couch, but I'm not 100% sure about this one. I think actually Michael took this photo. And I'm playing a bass and I'm probably recording the bass parts of one of the Sumerian songs. We actually did a video for a song called Romantic Exile, I believe, and we did it at the rooftop of this house in Park Slope in Brooklyn. And we did a tribute to the classic Bob Dylan music video, where there is Bob that just goes through a bunch of pages and pulls out the pages out of this giant notebook with the lyrics of the song. I can't remember the name of the song, but it's a really popular song. I can't post the video here because I'm gonna get a copyright claim from YouTube. Very popular song within and here I'm wearing an all white clothing. I used to be obsessed with wearing all white stuff. And at the back there is a very ancient computer and printer. And I see also, now we see it here, there is a photo here at the back. And I think this photo is of a Gibson old guitar, a Studio Les Paul guitar. And there were a lot of like memories in this house, and the vibe was always good. And I remember when me and Michael just came up with the idea of calling the place Planet Rock. It was a few interesting weeks, about a couple of months actually, that I was there making music with Michael. And this was, I believe, in 2007, the summer of 2007. During this time, and this will connect with a different photo, we also took a short trip to LA through Las Vegas, and we met with Stephen Greer from the Disclosure Project, which is a whole story on its own. But anyway, those two photos have been explored, and I tried to cover as many details as possible. Actually, I see 25th of September 2007, I think this is the date. But it's at the back. I don't know if you can see that, but this photo definitely was taken in 2007. If you like my videos, and make sure to check my other videos because I have a lot of stuff on this channel. It's all about me. It's all about the craziness that happens in my life. But I hope to give you some value and also to teach you maybe something that you didn't know. Mentoring through personal mistakes and personal learning. Going through the most bizarre and different and random things. From music to cigars, whiskeys, traveling, music obviously, and memories. And I want to do more obviously about photos and about your questions on things like how was Copenhagen in 2003, how was Boston in the early 2000s, what was my experience at Berklee College, Dublin after the Celtic Tiger period, and Tokyo obviously in 2005. So I am in the process of writing books and memoirs about all this, but it will take a long time. And the name of this podcast is the 10 Years Podcast, so don't expect too much in a short time. But if you want to support my channel, if you like what you're seeing and what you're hearing, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you soon. Ciao for now.